My help fell through today, so it's an overwhelming day, and God, I wanted to get to the Upper Room Dallas so bad today. Like, I've been planning it for a week. I wanted to get to the Upper Room so badly, but this is when I bought the other one. Even though, she is so busy, and I get my plans. So that's what I'm gonna do on live here in a minute, because I got to get it in front of my face. It's unfortunate, and they end up going to the ER where they're going to get worse, because if you know about these things, I've been so well versed, and then and telling them the truth about synthetics and everything that they never buy from you, and then they end up going to the ER where they're going to get worse, because if you know about these things, I've been so well versed since 2020. And that's in my Cassandra captioned Spotify podcast. That came before Patreon. I'm incredibly well versed in this. I know how to knock these things out so quickly, and it's unfortunate because all she needed to do was come over, like literally. Keep putting these things in your body, then the other things are going to hit your body so much harder, and then next thing you know, you think that you need to go to the ER. So it's nice to take advantage of the gifts that God has given you that are right in front of your face. Moving on, COV, that's going to be part 2, okay? Some of the things in my shop to keep in your arsenal, honestly, it's all of them. But when people think that they have COV, okay, there are some specific things that I will put in part 2. Part 2. I got to make this short because there's not that much room on my phone. This is all from the top of my head, okay? You got to know how when people say they have COV, what's really going on. I know this. I've known this for a long time. There's a few things to deal with. There's a few things that are going on here. So we've got to replenish those glutathione levels and keep them from dropping, number 1. We need to oxygenate the blood, number 2. It needs to cross the blood-brain barrier, number 3, and we need to help clear those lungs and get that bacteria out of those lungs. Number 3, we need to help heal the cells and get rid of those other ones, because it's all about the cells. And that is continuing to be proven in my DNA hoax series, and the intro and the full episode. Hopefully, if Patreon doesn't give me issues, will be up today in the Healing Warrior tier. Patreon equals Sovereign Hippie. It's all about the cells. That's all I can say. It's not what you've been told. It's not the discoveries that you've been told, the newest news, the awake news. It's none of that. It's multi-layered psyop. So a few things, because everything in my store helps, because it's actually natural nature. Even going to St. John's, in the herb section, there's a St. John's in the cytokine storm. Complimentary. I've got a small complimentary herb collection. There's 2 videos on the St. John's. So many things. For glutathione, though, St. John's is actually a big one. But not St. John's alone for this. You'll want to add any of the pine products. So whether that's the pine needle tea plus, okay, and that includes your actually natural quercetin, limonene, your actually natural zinc, which is very important. The whole parasite cleanse, all of it, including the fungus, all of it. This is great this is going to do the lungs. This is going to do everything I said. Pine needle tea plus. The other one is winter exhale. The other 2 to have in your arsenal for this are any of my shots, whether it's the MCT or the purslane pain shots. You have this, you're rotating it out, and you're not doing other synthetics with it, like a bunch of other synthetics. You'll never have to worry about this, ever. But another huge is the Better Than Serum Trio. And all that is in the description. All that is for COV as well, okay? Huge, the Better Than Serum Trio. But if you take components out of that, even these components are going to be huge to have in your medicine cabinet to make sure that you don't ever get this. That is the Living Green Charge and Clean and the Young Energy Detox Tea. Is that And part of the Better Than Cerumen Trio is the Pine Needle Tea Plus. So if you want all three of those and a good deal, that is the Better Than Cerumen Trio. Now the Pine Needle Tea Plus and the Young Energy Detox, you can keep in the boxes just the way they are and keep them in your fridge and keep them fresh. Keep them in the crisper drawer. Keep the box shut. They are packaged that way for a reason, so they can breathe, because there's freshness to it. For more medicinal quality, I did really, really, really deep research on the effectiveness for the pine needles for this, and it's so much better when it's fresh. There's nothing wrong with pine needles when they age, though. There's so many other components that go into this, which is why that is at the tippity top of the list, the Better Than Cerumen Trio. Keep that in your cabinet. You are good to go. Unfortunately, I know many people are led astray by these things that they're told to keep in their cabinet, and it actually has the biggest part of the poison in it. And that's actually not going to help. So people are being fooled left and right. This does not have that in there. I got to cut this video short now because I'm running out of room. A reminder though, all of the pine products are going to be beneficial if you don't do that. What's really great is the ad plan, because then we can pinpoint which of those is going to be best for you, and you're knocking 2 or 3 birds with one stone. So this includes the full spectrum pine bark. This includes the sweet golden pine tea. All of them, okay? Yes. But that also includes cedar, spruce, and fir. So Young Energy Detox, you could just get that as well. And I do recommend keeping that in your fridge. If it's the one in the box, not the one in the bag, not the 6 ounce in the bag. Actually, no, the 6 ounce in the bag would be good in the fridge too. I take that back.